guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my January favourites video. I haven't recorded a favourites video in quite a long time. I think when I first started doing YouTube, like a few months after, I did my first favourites video, and I don't know why, because I managed to do a Disney haul every month and a Primark haul every month. So I'm going to try and keep on top of doing a favourites video every month, but if it ever doesn't happen, I can only apologise. It probably means that I'll end up doing more than one video a week if I do try and fit it in. And I'm also trying to do weekly vlogging now, so that's probably going to be like 3 videos a week sometimes. So if it ever doesn't happen, that's why. That's a lot of videos for me to produce when it's not my full-time job. So I'm going to show you what was my favourite kind of things over January. So the first thing I want to talk about is Batiste. If you don't know what Batiste is, then where have you been? Batiste is my life. If this had existed while I was at school, like, game changer. Like, I have really fine greasy hair. Basically it gets greasy really quickly because it's so fine, and I also have like acne skin, so my skin's greasy. And when I was at school I had a full fringe, like bowl cut and everything, and it just used to get greasy by lunchtime. Like, it was that bad. So if this had existed, maybe doing this on a lunchtime would have been amazing. But I'm pretty sure when I was at school Batiste didn't exist, or it wasn't very widely used, whereas now it's everywhere and there's a million different kinds. But I picked up rose gold, which is why I want to talk about it this month, because it's a new kind and it is the nicest smelling Batiste I have ever smelled. Like, my favourites are normally the cherry one, and there's another one I like as well, but this one, rose gold, like, as soon as I started using it, I've already like had people asking like, "Oh, is that your perfume? Like, it smells really nice." No, it's my Batiste. Like, I can smell it as well when I'm brushing my hair like the next day. It's so nice. It doesn't have like a colour or anything to it. It's just the usual like white one that you brush out. It is really, really nice though. I got it in Superdrug and it was on offer for $1.25, obviously because it's a new one. I don't even care though if it goes back up to full price, because, which it will, it's just so amazing. So this is definitely my new favourite and I hope they keep bringing it out. I've also noticed that it adds a little bit more volume to your hair over, like, compared to the other Batistes. So I do like that, but not as much as the volume Batiste, which just makes it crazy to work with. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favourites this month. I absolutely love it. And that is what the bottle looks like, if anybody's wondering. Next, I want to talk about makeup. I have been absolutely loving this Makeup Revolution Pro HD Cream Contour Palette. It is absolutely amazing. Like, I'm crap with contouring and highlighting. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I tried this because I watched Sarah Ashcroft's video and she used this and it looked really nice on her, because obviously Sarah Ashcroft's contour game is on point every single photo. So I thought I'll give it a try, and I loved it. It's actually surprisingly easy to work with. I've ended up doing my makeup in a completely different way now that I use this, and I don't really know what it looks like on video, but I have done it twice now. I did it in my last video, my Disney haul video, and I've done it today as well, and today was a lot easier now that I'm getting a bit more used to it. So I have only used it twice, but I'm already like loving it. Like, I love the formula. It doesn't go cakey, blends really nicely, and I just absolutely loved it. And it was £8 in Superdrug, I believe, and I got it in Fair, if that helps anybody. So there's 8 different shades. At the minute I've been using this one for highlighting and kind of under my eyes and things. I kind of used that one a little bit for concealer and a different kind of highlight. One that's not so bright, like underneath the contouring, where it's kind of blended down a little bit too much, so I just want to lighten it a little bit more. And then this one is the one I've been using for contouring. I haven't really touched the other ones too much yet, but hopefully over time I'll be able to use them some more. So I really like that one. I think I prefer cream to powder now. I mean, I haven't really tried powder contouring too much, but what I have tried, I definitely prefer this. And I also picked up this type of brush, which has been out for a little while now. I think people call it like a toothbrush brush. I've never used them before. I didn't really know what they were about, and then funnily enough I seen a little like toddler doing our makeup on a Facebook video, and no, I don't really agree that she should be doing our makeup, but hey, it was still a kind of interesting video in the fact that if a toddler can use one of these to contour and highlight, then surely I can. So I wanted to get the £20 set in Superdrug, which is Makeup Revolution, but I didn't want to spend £20 on brushes that I wasn't sure on. So I got the Primark one first, and this one was £4. It's really like, I don't know if this one's too dense, because when I was rubbing in the contour on my cheekbone, it was spreading it to places that like further than it should. Like it wasn't picking the makeup up enough, it was just rubbing it around the skin, but I managed to kind of get the hang of it after a while and control it a little bit. So for £4 I definitely recommend it. I love it and I will continue to use it, and I think I'll get more of them as well, but I would like to try a higher brand like Makeup Revolutions and see if theirs does it any differently. So that's just part of the PS Pro range from Primark, and for £4 like I definitely love it. Like maybe it was spreading it around more because I'm not used to this type of brush, but once I got the hang of it, it was great. But like I said, I do want to try another brand of these and see if it's the same, but I definitely recommend them. At least the Primark one anyway. For £4 you really can't go wrong. So the next thing I want to talk about are two brands that I've been really loving on Instagram this month. This first one is by a girl called Emmy, and it's called, Instagram is Art by Emmy Marie. She actually contacted me and asked me if I wanted to receive some of her drawings. Like she draws these and paints them. I'm pretty sure she uses watercolours, and she sent me a few, and honestly they are the best pieces of artwork. She does things other than Disney, but Disney kind of is her main thing, which obviously I love. And this is my Esmeralda one, which I framed. She also sent me a couple of other ones which I featured in my December Disney haul, and there's also a picture on my Instagram of them in my hallway. If you want to check that out, my Instagram I will put on the screen. So this is Art by Emmy Marie, and she drew that, and that's obviously Esmeralda, and it's just such a gorgeous drawing. Like I can't believe she drew that, and it really looks like her as well, so definitely check her out. Her artwork is amazing. Another brand I've been loving at the minute is another Disney one on Instagram. They are called Luby and Lola. Also contacted me and asked me if I wanted to try out some of her ears. I actually designed these ones, so I said I wanted like fluffy ones with green, and I like the iridescent bow, and then she put like a little gummy heart in the middle for me there, which I absolutely love. And then she surprised me with another two different ones, and these are honestly the most comfortable ears I've ever worn. I left this one on for a whole video when I introduced them, I think in my December Disney haul, and I've had these ones on like round the house when I've just been acting like an idiot wearing them for no reason because I love them, and they don't hurt my head at all. My Disneyland Paris ones give me a headache, they were that tight. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to break them in, but these ones I absolutely love, and she does loads of different kinds of ears as well. Like our Rapunzel ones are absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend checking her out if you're after any ears, even if you're just going to Disneyland or doing like a Disney bound or just anything like that. Like she is definitely the go-to girl to get your Disney ears. So the next thing I want to talk about is fashion. I'm going to show you a pair of shoes that I got. I haven't actually been able to wear these out yet because I got them at the very end of December, and then I got ill over the beginning and middle towards the end of January, and I haven't managed to have them out and about, but I have had them on a lot in the house, like walked around in them, and they don't hurt my feet. And the main reason that they are my favourites I will explain when I get them out. So they are a pair of thigh-high boots from Zara. I don't think they're available anymore, but there's loads of different companies that do really similar choices, and you can actually still get these ones on eBay, but obviously nasty people charge that little bit more for them. They came very nicely packaged. Like I've never had anything delivered from Zara before, so I was very impressed. Also, if you're wondering why there's holes in the box, my rabbit loves cardboard boxes. Don't worry, he didn't get to the shoes. They also came in this dustproof Zara bag, like you can smell the quality. So they are of course these absolutely stunning velvet, like crushed velvet burgundy boots. I have always wanted a pair of boots like this ever since I was probably, I'm going to say 18. There was, Christina Aguilera brought out an album, her best of album. It was a couple of years ago now, and it was all like spaceship themed, and in the artwork book with the lyrics and stuff, she was wearing a pair of thigh-high crushed velvet red boots, and I absolutely adored them. And this was probably almost 10 years ago now, so that sort of thing wasn't available the way it is today. So I literally waited that amount of time to get a pair of boots like this. So I've tried loads of different brands. I've tried like Ego Official and Public Desire and a couple of ones on eBay, but I have quite skinny legs and they never stay up on my leg when I walk, whereas these ones do not move when I walk. Like, it takes about 10 minutes to get your leg and foot into one shoe, and probably it's the same amount of time to take off as well. Like, they're really hard to get on, but because they're so tight, they don't move. So I don't mind spending the extra time putting them on if it means that they stay on. They were quite expensive. I think they were supposed to be around £60 or £80, but I got them when there was 20% off, I believe, so I think I paid about £55 for them. I really can't remember, but it was around that kind of price. They were also available in blue, I believe. I will link below some like different brands that do really similar ones, but if you have really skinny legs, you'll probably struggle with like Ego Official, do some amazing ones, but with my legs they just didn't stay up. I do know one girl that also has like really small legs, and she got a pair and she wears like sticky bits around the top and they do stay up, so you could always try doing that. Other than that, I will try and find a pair of these on eBay and see if I can link them for you. But they are just like a kind of block heel and a slight point, and then literally all the way up to the middle of the thigh. They're absolutely amazing. So after shoes, I also want to talk about fashion clothing. The brand that I'm loving at the minute is a brand called Lazy Oaf. I hadn't heard of them before this. They brought out a Disney collection, and I do actually have one of the items from the Disney collection, which I will show you as well. But I thought I'd show you this one first. I managed to bag this one in their sale for £35. I think it was down from like 60 or something, and it's honestly the best dress I've ever bought. Like, it's so comfortable, it's so gorgeous and bright. It's got like the black detailing around the bottom, it's just above the knee, and then on the back it has this amazing introvert detail. I just absolutely love it. Like, their brand in general has some really cool like quirky things, but when I bagged this one for £35 I was like, yes. There's quite a bit more that I want from them, but unfortunately they are quite expensive, so it's not something I'm going to be able to buy very often. But this one I got on the sale. And this is the other dress I got from them. This is from the Disney collection. This is the Cinderella one. I haven't been able to wear this one out and about yet, but nevertheless I absolutely love it. It's such great quality, like you can just feel like it's really like thick and comfortable. It's the same kind of length as the other one, but this one's a sweater dress, so it's long sleeve. It does have some absolutely amazing detail on the back as well. It's again another one with like the flap, and this one's a Cinderella dress, and it's got the embroidery on of the birds there that help I like get dressed and things. This one is still available on ASOS's website. I managed to get it in the sale on Lazy Oaf's website for my birthday, but it's still full price on ASOS. It's £80, but if you wanted it, at least it's still available. So the next thing I want to talk about is music. On Disney Life they have a section for music. I managed to randomly come across an album that I'm absolutely in love with and can't stop listening to. So it's either in all albums, or I go to search to find it quicker, and if you type in Fairy Tale Weddings, it's that one there with like the glass slipper on the stairs and then the castle, and then you click on it and it is an album. There's like a kind of like an orchestra going on. Some of them is like an acoustic guitar, some of them is a bit more jazzy. It's like really traditional kind of, I want to say cheesy American music, but for each of the songs from Disney movies. So there's like a traditional version of Beauty and the Beast. There's a really nice one of If I Never Knew You from Pocahontas, and honestly they are like the most magical, beautiful songs. And when I'm a bit like stressed or busy doing something, I tend to put this on, and it just sets the mood and it's nice and calm. And when I was writing blog posts the other day I had it on, and when I was in the library the other day finishing off a uni assignment, it was so loud and stressful, and I put this on while I was doing my work, and it was just so nice. So if you don't have Disney Life, I don't really know how else you could find it, but if you do have Disney Life, check out Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings on the app. It's just gorgeous and I can't recommend it enough. Like, I'm addicted to it. So the last thing I want to talk about is food and drink that I have been loving. So I absolutely love drinking tea leaves rather than tea bags. It just makes for a stronger cup of tea, and I am a tea girl. Like, I love tea. Like, I don't think there's ever been a day where I haven't gone without a cup of tea for a very long time. And I picked this up in Primark, which is enough for 1 cup, and it was £3.50, and I know it is like a coffee strainer, but I use it to strain my tea leaves, and honestly I can't recommend it enough. Like, I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. I did have like an individual like cup tea strainer from Disneyland, but it's getting a bit tarnished now, so when I seen this in Primark I was over the moon, because these can be really expensive and £3.50 is a great price. And I like to drink it out of my Costa cup, and no, I did not steal this. I received it as a birthday present because I really like tea and I go to Costa a lot. I also like Starbucks tea as well, but Costa do like cakes and things that I can have, whereas Starbucks don't, so I tend to go into Costa a little bit more. And for my birthday someone got me the Costa cup with the cup sitting to the side, and I just absolutely love it. So I like to pour my tea leaves into here, and then I have like a little cup as well for like my almond milk, and I like to do that when I'm sitting writing vlog posts. So that was everything in my January favourites this month. If there is anything you want me to include in these videos, say like a favourite movie of the month or a favourite book of the month, please do let me know, and I think I'm going to try and structure more so that every month I'll have like a favourite book, a favourite like music, favourite like fashion. I have tried to include that this month, so I've done like shoes, clothes, makeup, brands, food, music, but there aren't really any movies that I've been loving this month much anyway, or any books. I haven't really read any books either, but if you do want me to include that, then I will try doing that on a monthly basis. So I hope you enjoyed my video today. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that you guys are being so responsive and watching my videos. I think my last video got nearly 3,000 views in just over a day, which is crazy. Like, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, can't tell you how much it means to me. And hopefully I will see you in my next video. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you so feel the need, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!